The Bahamian national bird, the roseate or the West Indian flamingo. The West Indian flamingo adult male, also known as the Phenacopterus ruba, is nearly 4 feet high and 52 inches long. This scarlet long-legged bird also has an odd-looking bill that is about 5¼ inches long. With this large bill, the flamingo is able to trap his food. Flamingo feathers obtain their wonderful rosy pink color from pigments in the organisms they eat. The flamingo's feathers, legs, and face are colored by their diet, which is rich in alpha and beta carotenoid pigments. The flamingo is a very shy bird who uses a variety of calls, from low gabbling sounds to higher pitched goose-like honking notes. Flamingos are found in 3 major nesting groups in the West Indian region. These nesting groups are located on Great Inagua, Bahamas, Yucatan, Mexico, and Bonaire Island in the Netherlands. Here in the Bahamas, these birds could once be found in Abaco, Andros, Rum Cay, the Exuma Keys, Long Island, Ragged Island, Acklins, Mayaguana, and Turks and Caicos. However, these numbers quickly declined as young birds were taken away from their nest before they could fly, or sold to passing vessels where they died from the lack of care. Today, there are more than 60,000 birds inhabiting 287 square miles of Inagua's wilderness. They are protected by wardens employed by the Society for the Protection of the Flamingo in the Bahamas through the Bahamas National Trust, a statutory body set up in 1959. A small number of flamingos parade daily for visitors at the Adastra Gardens in Chippenham, New Providence. The flamingo builds its nest and lay eggs in spring. They gather in a huge flock and go through an elaborate and noisy ceremony before they pair off and start nest building. In this nest made of mud and clay, the flamingo lays its eggs. The nest is built on the ground with a slight depression on the top. The flamingo eggs hatched after about 28 days, and the flamingo chick appears with short, sturdy legs, featherless wings, and covered with fluffy down. The mother and father take turns feeding the chick pre-digested food. In about 75 days, the chick is able to fly. Flamingos are strong flyers, and during the year, they leave Inagua and travel as far north as Andros and Abaco, and as far south as Cuba and Hispaniola. However, they always return to Inagua to breed. The National Trust bans hundreds of birds each year to collect biological data. In the Bahamas can the West Indian flamingo be found in vast numbers, and why did the numbers decline in other islands? The answer: the flamingo can be found in the Bahamas on the island of Anagua in vast amounts. The flamingos' numbers on the other islands declined because they were killed before they were able to fly, and they were sold to passing vessels where they died from the want of care. Describe the flamingo's nest. Answer: the flamingo's nest is usually built in spring. It is made of clay and mud and shaped like a sugar loaf. Built up from the top, the nest has a slight depression at the top. What are some of the other places where flamingos forage when they are not on Inagua? Answer: when foraging away from Inagua, the flamingo may go as far north as Abaco or Andres and as far south as Cuba and Hispaniola. What are two differences between an adult flamingo and a flamingo chick? Answer: the adult flamingo is nearly 4 feet tall, covered with pink feathers and black flight feathers, but the flamingo chick has short legs and featherless wings, but white fluffy down.